Do you think this is funny, Susan? Do you really think this is funny, profiting off our tears? You go, girl. Susan, I was prepared for him to go home and his house be burned down. I was prepared for that. But you're telling me that he held the love of his life in his arms after feeding her the gumdrop that bro. Makes sense why he said to Katniss, you're like a version of me, but luckier because she stopped PETA before he ate the nightlock berries. What's more poetic than the fact that the boy with the fire starter had to wait 25 years for that fire to catch? I knew that it was gonna be brutal. I knew that he didn't tip back all those drinks in Hunger Games for nothing. I knew Lenore wasn't gonna make it. After his family was gone, I knew she wasn't gonna live, but I didn't think he would be there to witness it. When she said, now I can eat the gumdrops that Sid gave me, I was shook. I can't. Maisley was a badass, though. Can we just talk about Maisley for a second? First, I thought Maisley was just gonna be irritating and annoying, but she serves cunt. I knew she was a real one when she slapped Drusilla at the start of the book. Drusilla had me thinking of the rude stepsisters in Cinderella the whole time. The ones that think they're pretty, but they're not. Maisley is Cinderella. The hug that Mags gives Haymitch when they first meet. Snow forcing BT to watch his own son perish in the games, that's messed up. Susan saw all you girly pops lusting after Snow after the Ballad of Songbirds and Snake movie, and she said, nuh-uh, remember why we hate him. And I think we always knew how Haymitch won the games because they tell you in the original series that it was a force field situation. I didn't know it was an accident, that the only reason the axe missed his head is because his knees gave out at the right time. I didn't know he was gutted too. Bro's insides were on the outside when that crane came down to pick him up like a prize toy. And then during his parade for winning, the people at the Capitol wanted him to lift up his shirt so they could see the scar. That just shows you how desensitized these Capitol people are to death. The part where Haymitch knows he can't go back to a few seconds ago after unaliving his first fellow tributes because it's changed him as a person and he can feel it. He knows the whole time that Snow doesn't want him to win, so what's going to be waiting for him when he gets home? Is there even going to be at home? No. Also, Effie's in there, just as stylish as ever, but was there a hint in there that her family might have been cannibals? And that's why people don't like them. Just some insane trinket lore dropping. Overall, this was incredible, and now I need one of Phoenix games. I hope that doesn't make me kind of like a Capital person, but this was insane. I want to know what happened with Phoenix. I want his POV all the way up to when he dies in that sewer. Yes, thank you.